An infographic is a collection of data presented in a visually appealing and an easy to understand way. Infographics are a great way to increase meaningful coverage in your book. Today, I'm going to quickly explain the 8 types of infographics that I can see working well in a yearbook, but I would encourage you to go back and re-watch this video and pause to study the examples. The most common infographic I see used by yearbook staffs is the statistical infographic. These are a fun way to visually depict numbers and percentages. The basic idea here is to present your results in a way that is quick to digest while still telling the story behind the data. Next, we have the informational infographic, a fun and visual way to present new information to your reader. Rather than writing a paragraph about the topic, try chunking the content and presenting it in a chart. Change up your colors, your fonts, your iconography, let your imagination run wild. Timelines are frequently seen in anniversary books, but this type of infographic can be used in many other ways as well. Try using one to document the flow of a school day. As long as your segments of time are clearly labeled and you use a central line to organize your information, you can't go wrong. I like to call these HOWTO mods, but technically they are process infographics. They tell the reader how to do something, explaining the steps of a process. It might be how to make pancakes, how to hold a golf club the correct way, or what you need to do to get into a good college. If it has steps, it can be put in a process infographic. Geographic infographics are great for showing the home countries of foreign exchange students. They're great for mapping out the campus or showing how far an athletic team travels for away games. These are location-based infographics. Has your campus recently been updated? What a great opportunity to use multiple maps to show change over time. Comparison infographics do exactly what they say. They compare things. Present your options in a fun way and then use contrasting colors or fonts to emphasize the differences and point out the similarities. Often charts are the best way to organize this information, but you can spice them up with icons, with graphics, with varied font weights, or of course with color. List infographics share a collection of information with the reader. You can number the points on your list. You can use bullets or icons, color blocks, chunk the information. As long as you're presenting your list in a straightforward but interesting way, you're on the right track. Lastly, and arguably the least versatile of the group, hierarchy infographics do have their place. These are typically used to show a relationship between topics. The visual chain of command can be a very effective way to present data to your readers. Because they're so visual, infographics are a great place to interlace your theme onto your yearbook pages. So get creative with these, and if you come up with something you're really proud of, we would love to see it.
Captions are 8 to 10 points. Copy is 12 points, but it can be 14. But if you make it 18, then you're basically making it large enough to read from across the room, okay? Don't do that. And then your headlines and subheads and things like that, they can be any size.
Have you checked out the 2023 resources folder yet? If not, there's a new Start Here folder to let you know exactly where to begin. For everyone else, scroll down to the table of contents, where you can easily see what resources are available and how to access them without having to dig through folders. For those of you who are at camp and are hoping to access the resources we shared with you there, you can find those by clicking on the yearbook camp icon. Everyone else is of course welcome to look at that as well. But what I really wanted to show you today are some school-specific social media posts that are linked to QR codes. There are book and ad sale posts, and there are replay it posts for gathering photos. I've also included simply the QR code if you'd like to create a post that is branded like this year's book for you. But before you use these, please double check that the QR code is accurate. Just in case there are any issues, we want to catch it before these go out to your parents. Jostens yearbook ads through ad services are wonderful because there's very little for you as a yearbook staff to do. There is something new this year that's an option for you, however, and that is approving the fonts that parents have access to when they design their ads online. If you go into Yearbook Avenue, go to Plan and Fonts, you'll see that there's a toggle on and off switch for 2 columns of fonts. The first is for your yearbook, and the second is for ads. You may choose to turn on additional ad fonts that will not be available to your staff to use in the book or vice versa. We've gone in and turned on a few for you, but if you'd like to make any changes, please feel free.
We're falling like stars.